Your back might be small because your forearms are weak. You do pull-ups, rows. You train your back like a warrior. But if your hands open up before the second set starts, your back stays small forever. To actually grow your back, like your biceps, chest, or even legs, you need to train those skinny forearms separately and properly. Let me fix that. Skipping forearms is one of the biggest rookie mistakes you can ever make, because forearms are one of those secret attractive muscles. Just like a thick neck and the sharp abs, you can have double biceps, a big chest, but the moment you put on a t-shirt, game over. All your gains suddenly disappear, leaving those hanging noodles you call forearms. Grow them both, and your handshake will make people rethink their life choices. Now, how do you get bigger, thicker wrists? Well, the bad news is, you can't really grow your actual wrist bones. There's just bone, tendons, a little muscle, and skin. Not much growing happens there. But don't be sad. The good news is, your forearm muscles can grow like crazy, and that makes your wrist look thicker, even if your bones are small. However, most beginners fail to develop their forearms. And here's the real reason why your forearms refuse to grow. The thing nobody tells you. You've been training the wrong muscles, in the wrong way. But here's the good news. Forearms are one of the fastest muscles to transform visually. You don't need to be shredded like Baki. You don't need a 2-hour forearm day. And you definitely don't need to do 9,000 wrist curls until your soul leaves your body. You just need to train the 4 functions that actually make them grow: elbow flexion, wrist flexion and extension, pronation and supination, and grip strength. And when you get those right, your veins pop, your grip skyrockets, your arms look thicker, even if your biceps stay the same size, and every shirt you wear suddenly looks custom-made for your arms. So today, you've got 5 solid moves to hit those functions and build juicy forearms that look strong, even when you're just standing still. But before we jump into the exercises, you need to understand the one muscle that changes your entire forearm game. It's your brachioradialis, the real MVP. The muscle that gives your forearms that thick, massive look from every angle. And this is why most guys train for months and see 0 results, because they never train this shady muscle properly. And the best part? You don't need heavy weights, you don't need long workouts, you just need the right angles that force this muscle to work. Alright, now that your forearms finally make sense, here's exactly how to train them the right way. 1. Pronated bicep curl, the brachioradialis builder. Dumbbells, bags, water bottles, doesn't matter. Just pick one and do a bicep curl, but flip your grip. Go pronated, and suddenly that hidden muscle wakes up. Keep the movement slow and clean. Rush it, and your elbow will remind you why patience exists. Do this right, and your forearms instantly look twice as thick from the side. 2. Dead hangs. The simple classic move that builds brutal grip strength, the kind that makes people hesitate before shaking your hand. Grab a bar and just hang, like how your mom hangs clothes to dry on the lawn. No bar? Use a doorway frame, if it's strong enough. Because if it isn't, you're not doing a dead hang. You're doing a free fall. And trust me, that will definitely be your last training session. If you can hold for 30 seconds, either you're lying or you're already a pro. 3. Towel hangs. If the dead hang feels easier, meet the evil version of it, towel hangs. By grabbing a towel instead of a bar, you force your hands, forearms, and brachialis to work 10 times harder. This is the movement that gives you that thick, meaty forearm look, the kind that makes people assume you rock climb on weekends. Start with short holds, because trust me, your forearms will tap out fast. 4. Rice bucket drills, old school, still undefeated. Shove your hand in the bucket. Open, close, twist, dig, repeat. Don't just jab around like you're poking leftovers. Move with intent. It's weirdly hypnotic, but this is how you get that juicy, veiny, detailed forearm look, because it hits the tiny muscles nobody ever trains. And the best part? It's cheap, effective, and you can do it at home while watching YouTube. 5. Fingertip push-ups. If you didn't find the bucket of rice, don't worry. This move is your destiny. This will unlock your inner Bruce Lee, build insane wrist control, and give your fingers strength you didn't know existed. Yeah, they're way harder than they look. It feels easier at first, but around rep 8, your fingers will scream in languages you don't speak. But don't give up. Keep your fingers tight. Press from the tips, not the pads. If it's too hard, drop to your knees. No excuses. And that's it. 5 simple moves to build massive forearms that turn heads the second you walk in. And if you're struggling with belly fat, watch this next video. Seriously, it'll save you years of wasted effort.